It's Madden NFL 24, and our focus is on the Lions' leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Lions and the Bears. All that and more coming up next.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. They juked him. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in you.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us. Now,
pressure comes, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down. So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws.
Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's Presley Harvin now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Baron Browning in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he fields it cleanly. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily,
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
7 yards there in the 1st down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. And he's brought down.
First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Here we go now on 1st and goal, as they've got it as we resume action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there, with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great...
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Back to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. St. Brown, 38 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Tompkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he is caught, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys they get to watch the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On the move past the 40.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
He'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. This is Gibbons over the middle. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 4. That's complete to Laporta. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 69 yards. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Green, blue, check. Check pink. Switch yellow.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and 5. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
But now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Baron Browning able to record his 5th sack of the season. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to them.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jameson Williams,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one.
Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game. The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and have that what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Down the left sideline.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this game has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And he completes it to Tompkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Bears! From 19 yards away.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, we've reached Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Gibbs straight ahead. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Laporta. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here come the Lions now. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That's complete to Laporta.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still 1st down.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly.